Hey there guys, aarava here, bringing you F1 2012 career mode. And this is my first episode, the Australian qualifying. So we're going to do the full qualifying, so Q1, Q2, Q3. So it should be good. I've got the difficulty on professional, so it should be good. So here I'm just showing you my setup. Got suspensions, alignments. I like a lot of oversteer in the car. I don't know why. I just hate understeer and even neutral. I mean, I can drive on it, but I just love a lot of understeer, oversteer. Sorry. So we're starting off Q1. I thought I'd just get straight out there and try it. And this is my first recorded attempt. So I haven't like practiced or anything that much. I did do the one practice session, but that didn't go amazingly well. I found braking on this game very, very hard. It's very hard to consistently brake for me. I don't know if if you have your own kind of problems in the game with your consistency, but for me, braking consistency is very bad. So we're starting off this first lap. I don't think it's going to be anything amazing. So we're on the option tire, obviously, because I can't really gauge what our performance is going to be like. I have no idea what the professional kind of level of lap times will be. I think if I ask you guys at the end after I've put out the race video, if you guys feel the difficulty is too much or too little, then I'll bump it up, obviously, to expert, or push it down. I don't know. I'm guessing it will never be bumped down. It'll probably be bumped up, if anything. But let's just see. This might be the perfect difficulty setting for me and this career mode. And depends what I'm kind of looking for in this career mode. I'm not looking to like win every single thing in the first season. I mean, maybe like one surprise win, like, oh my god, I won, something like that. That might be nice, but yeah, you're in Toro Rosso, so we're looking for like those low, like 10th and 9th places, this small score, because this season Toro Rosso have been doing really badly. I mean, in 2010 they did quite well, in 2011 they were also, they're making a few strides, but 2010 they were really they were quite up there, but strangely their performance has deteriorated. So I've only played on this game for a little bit because as I'm recording this, it's been about 4 hours since I got back from school, so haven't played on it too much, but my first impressions are it's a really awesome game. This is on PS3 if you didn't know, so these graphics are just amazing. It's just such a step up, even from the demo. This is such a step up from the demo graphics, and I'm really impressed, really impressed. So that was an okay lap, 131.266. Actually, it looks like I'm maybe on the top of the timesheet. That's a bit worrying. That might mean I might have to bump up to expert. I don't know. It's right at the moment I'm first. But actually, wait, let me check. Because usually all the front runs are on prime tires, so this might just be my option tire really doing well for me. Yep. So I don't think there's any need to change it at the moment. We'll see how like Q3 and Q2 goes. Hopefully, if I get into Q3, I hope. Yeah, I think that shouldn't be too worrying. That's quite a good lap actually, 131.26. Well, actually I don't know, but let's see. I didn't like that they removed the 2 other practice sessions. I mean, I don't use practice that often, so I can see why they'd remove it. But if you're trying to be like a realistic kind of game, you should, even if people don't use it, you should still put the session in. So I don't know. So I'm on top at Q1. This is gonna be quite a long qualifying video. Let me know if you guys find this kind of length good, or if I should do like highlights of qualifying, because the race video I definitely know will be 2 videos long, so it'll have part 1 and part 2, because you can only do 25%, so that's 15 laps. That's quite a lot. That's about 20 minutes worth. So it'll probably be 2 parts, 10 minutes each. So I'll do in terms of my next episode is episode 3. I'll do part 1 is 3 point 1 or something, or whatever like that, something like that. So starting this lap again. So let's just see what we can do here. I think what else can I really talk about? What comes to mind straight away from playing the full game? The sounds are all the same pretty much. Physics is about the same. A few tweaks in it. I feel like in the full game it's less twitchy. in the slow corners. In the demo it was very twitchy, and if you put your foot down and accelerate a bit too hard, you'd like spin out. So I think they've kind of taken that out a tiny bit. So that's sort of good, because also if you're new to the game, yeah, that's not a good thing, and I just got that horribly wrong. So I'm just gonna use the replay thing. You know, I don't care what people say. I'm gonna use the replay thing. You know, why should I be ashamed if I use the replay? I mean, that's what it's there for, in case I make a crap mistake. I mean, I think in the race I won't be using replay unless I really want to. But yeah, so that's my stand on it. So braking's really hard to. I'm just not very consistent on braking, so I don't know about you guys. You could tell me in the comments. I thought the grip on high speed corners was about the same as the demo. Very nice. And just generally, it just feels a whole lot better. It just feels, it feels like in F1 2010, you could play that game for quite a while. 2011, I'm going to be honest, you can't play that for a long time. Like, I was getting bored of my own series, that P24 challenge thing, because you just can't. It's not a game that you want to sit down and play for an hour or so. Whereas this, I actually feel like I could want to play a full 100% race just by myself. Like, it feels like that, you know. It just feels that kind of, because I guess because the handling is so different and everything's just a tiny bit more realistic. It feels like if you're gonna try and improve, it's actually gonna mean something. Like, you know, like if you improve a lot and you're like half a second faster, it's gonna be like, yeah, it's gonna be like a real accomplishment. So I think it's like one of those things where I might actually use practice more often in this game. I think, especially with the new handling, you know, the tracks are now a bit different. I found doing this qualifying that I've had to, you know, have different lines than I did in 2011. The braking points have definitely changed a tiny bit in terms of, not in terms of the distance, obviously, because that wouldn't be realistic. Then the track's going to be the same distance as it was last year, but in terms of the effectiveness of your brakes, I think they're a bit less sort of. I don't know, maybe that's just me. So I really haven't got braking down. So I think in the, oh god, big lock up. That was not good. So, but I think we're fine to get into Q2. I think we're fine. So I think I'm gonna predict right now that in the race I'm gonna lock up quite a lot, and I might have to actually use a replay one or two times, because I don't know, I just can't get the braking right. All right, so Q2. How's it going? We're in 9th. Oh no, we dropped down to the drop zone. We're 12th now. Alright, I'm going to go out again. Let's go. Let's change tyres first. Get some fresh rubber. Fresh rubber. Alright, third one. Yep. Alright, let's go. If you're wondering what my setup is, I showed it quite briefly, but basically I have suspension, front suspension on 3. Oh no, not 3, sorry, 4. And then the rear suspension at 8, and that basically allows me to get a lot of oversteer. I don't know about you, you know, try it out. Actually, I really like the setup. If you're a person who really likes to be in control of the turn in and really likes aggressive turning, you know, try that setup. It's quite nice. Along with the toes, not the toe. Well, if you go to the section where it has the toes, the first two bars, I can't remember what they're called again. The top one, bump it 2 to the right, and the second one down, bump it 1 to the right. I just find that it just allows you to get a greater, you know, kind of more aggressive turn into the corners. So you might want to try that out. I might show you in the next qualifying episode next week. So basically, if you're new to me and my channel, if you're liking this commentary at the moment, you know, maybe give it a like, and I'd really recommend to go check out my channel and my videos before, because you know, I've done some good series there, and you might like me, and you know, you might find yourself wanting to subscribe, because I'm going to be doing this career mode weekly. I'm going to have a qualifying video on Saturday uploads. I'm only doing this on a Friday because the game just came out, but usually it'll be on a Saturday, and then I'll have the race uploaded in 2 videos on a Sunday. Yeah, so yeah, upload times maybe in the mornings around lunch. If a F1 race is on, a real F1 race is on that weekend, I'll definitely do it in the evening, because I'm not I'm not missing real life F1 to play game F1. Yeah, the game's not that good. So in Q2, we really need to pick up the pace here. So this is not a great lap. Let's see what it is. We're in 14th, Grosjean's 13th. Quite surprising actually. Why is Maldonado 10th? So let's see what this lap was like. Oh crap! 1:37.57. Wow, that did not feel like a good lap. That did not look like a good lap. I was going off and everything. I think it was that first sector I took about a second out. It's quite crazy. That happened to me in the last game. I always could like take a second out of the first sector, and then everything else was a bit slow. So we're third now in Q2, and Q3 we look quite competitive. I don't think this calls for playing on expert, because when we get into the race, many people have already said that the race pace is so much better, and it's just like qualifying. So I don't think we need to bump it up to expert, because I'm not the most consistent driver ever. So I don't think we need to bump it up to expert really. So Q3, I think what we're going to do is I'm going to do the thing that every single middle team does. I'm going to stick on the prime tyres. That's what we're going to do. We're going to stick on the prime tyres. We're going to do one lap, try and see how fast we can get up, and then we're going to play the long game. I'm thinking, you know, pitting around lap 11 or something, out 15, and then going really fast at the end or something like that. I think that will be the way forward. So let's see what we can do on the primes here. So coming up to the beginning of the lap, I'll commentate over this lap. I think I've just been rambling on really. So we're getting up to, so I need to change up to mix 3 I think, so I put it on lean, don't know. And then we're going to use all our curves, DRS on, and we're going to go straight to the up line, mix 3 now, get the fastest. It's not going to be the fastest ever lap because we're on primes, but here we go, coming to the first corner now. Braking quite hard, but keeping it loose, locking up on the right tyre. That's really, really bad. On the grass, yeah, gonna replay that. Yes, not embarrassing at all. Gonna replay that. That was shocking. Braking a bit harder now, not locking up. Nice turn. Ooh, nearly lost it there. Coming up, DRS on again. Could use a bit of curves, but I don't really tend to in the first sector. First sector, I was surprisingly quite fast, like about a second faster than the AI. So braking hard there, turning in now. Now taking this one, just going to take the foot off the accelerator. Not going to brake at all. Going to keep foot down now. And coming through this corner now, onto the grass a tiny bit. Now DRS on. Oh god. Bit of a wobble there, hit the barrier, DRS on now, and we're still, oh no, wait, I was about to say we're still fastest in the sector, but I just realised no one's posted a lap time. How stupid of me. So coming up to this next corner, braking hard across the grass, not really good, taking a lot of the rumble strip. Across here, bit of curves I've deployed, DRS open. Now, this corner I really can't get properly. I either go really slow like this, or I go too fast and spin off. It's really hard. So second sector, I can't really tell if that's good or bad. Can't remember any of my last sector times. Ooh, nearly went wide there. DRS open again. About a tiny bit of curves left. Fuel's getting low because I fueled it only for about 3 laps, which is a bit stupid. Coming up to the second last corner. Taking a lot of the apex and a bit of the grass there. Now across, DRS open, curves deployed. I'm going to go towards the line. What's this going to be? What's it going to be? What's it going to be? 1:31.622. I believe that's what I did in... Is that what I did in Q1? Yeah, that is what I did in Q1. I could have just gone on primes in Q1. That was a bit stupid. But, so we're 10th. I think we'll take that. I think we'll take 10th. So I'm going to wrap up this video here, guys. This has been aarava here, bringing you the qualifying of the Australian Grand Prix. Join me tomorrow for part 1 of the race at Australia. And if you're new to me, please check out my other content. And maybe subscribe for weekly F1 2012 career mode. I've been aarava, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see you next time.